And what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This will be from 49 yards out. Oh, it's no good. Carlson pushed it to the right, and they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Here's a diving catch right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Oh, he shifts past him. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 3. Now Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go, set.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Get it. Hustle. Ready, right?
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Second and 7 from the 20. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's second and 7. Young. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Ready?
Young now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's out right at the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Tyree Wilson.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They go play action. Young. That is caught by Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A give running right. It's Hubbard. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw, Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 22-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Hut, hut.
He completes this one to Mingo. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. It's caught by Sanders. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 73 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Here we go.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
White.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.